Russell Brand is making big headlines today, something I really wouldn't have expected in 2023. But the accusations leveled against him are pretty staggering. Now, I've seen a little bit too much of this over the years, and as I go through this, I'm going to go as to why this sneaks of some suspicious content here, but we will look into it regardless. Now, if you've not seen, Russell Brand was accused of rape, sexual assault, and of course, emotional abuse, which is always a telltale sign that's ridiculous. A 7-year period detailed in the Times. Channel 4 investigations after the actor had already denied allegations. Now, this is stuff, and he mentions this is from about 15 years ago. And Russell Brand has been accused of rape, sexual assault, emotional abuse over a 7-year period at the height of his fame. So interesting, of course, this comes now, 15 years later, when you really can't prove things. It's at the height of his fame, when he was doing bad things. Let's get into what really is the problem here. That's not going to be covered by the mainstream news. Celebrities and, of course, our degenerate fornication culture where, like, everybody's sex obsessed, trying to just have promiscuous free sex all the time is a big problem. The fact that we abandon Christianity as a society and that our role models, the people we hold up, are always just going out and being just complete whores and doing drugs rampantly is actually the problem with our society. Now, guess what? 15 years later, a bunch of women who were involved in this stuff come back and regret it. Wow, imagine that. And you see, as they make up situations, and I do believe this is made up. This is going to be my personal take on this what you see with this metoo movement. These women get themselves into situations they can never take responsibility for their own actions. And so they have to blame somebody. It can't be their fault, after all, that they were promiscuous little whores back in the day, doing drugs with celebrities and doing bad things. No, it must have been they were coerced into it. They didn't consent to it, right? This is what you see every single time. These women get into therapy because in their middle-aged sort of crisis era, when their baby making capabilities are drying up, they regret their past. They regret the fact that they really did not start a family like they should have. They regret the fact that they weren't monogamous and, of course, in a committed married relationship, as Christians are called to be and as God has commanded people to be. And so they then, of course, have to target their pasts and try to destroy the men in the process. And it works. Just an accusation will destroy somebody's career every single time. You see it all the time. So that's my opinion of what's going down. You go through the charges here, and there's some pretty bad ones, and they might have actually happened. But a lot of it was, of course, just a woman alleged that Brand raped her in his Los Angeles homes, citing that she received treatment at a rape crisis center the same day. The paper said she messaged him to say she had been scared by him and felt taken advantage of. See, taken advantage of. When a girl says no, it means no. Brand reportedly replied saying he was very sorry, the paper reported. Who knows what actually happened there, but it's probably a drug-fueled incident. A third woman said she worked with him in Los Angeles. He threatened to take legal action if she told anyone about the allegation. A fourth woman said she was sexually assaulted, being physically and emotionally abusive, whatever that means, towards her. Now, one of them actually talks about him messing around with somebody underage, which, oh my gosh, that's no good. 31 to 16, so it was not like a close in age situation. It was something that was pretty disgusting. But again, this just goes back to the fornication culture that we have, the pornography culture that we have. And since we've normalized all of that stuff, our society just falls apart at the end of the day, especially when women are incentivized to be victims and they get famous, they get money, they get attention for being victims later on. This is a very bad situation where we have, and it just doesn't work. So the answer to this, of course, is don't uphold celebrities who are doing this kind of thing, who are behaving this kind of manner. You know what? We should try to have iron sharpen iron. We want to have role models who are good people who are following Christ, and that will change the culture at the end of the day. But I don't know if anybody's going to listen to that because we are in such a spot where every time I talk about just how bad pornography is and how bad this sex obsessed culture is, the people who are addicted to it get really mad at me on the internet here. Like I did something wrong for telling them, hey, this is not how we should behave as a culture, but it isn't. We're not designed that way, and it needs to change. Leave a comment down below with what you think about this. You're not going to hear this take anywhere else. Hit that like and subscribe button. We'll be back soon.